I promise that today is going to be a wonderful day. Why do I say so? I have one of the most dynamic presenters on board with me. Hello. Dr. Anthony Usegare is not a new person with us in this team. He has done amazing things for our team, and today is going to be the one that's taking us on troubleshooting session, who is currently the president of Association of Resident Doctors of one of the most interesting states in Nigeria. He's married with two wonderful kids. He was a Diploma Challenge winner. He is currently a GWT ambassador. His team spans over 16 countries and is still counting. He is currently in Lagos with National Ambassador Razak. They are moving mountains and making things happen in Lagos. And I know it was a lot of, it was a back-to-back weekend for them, but he still took out time to be with us on this call. And like I told a lot of people today when I was telling them about the call, this promises to be one of the most important calls of the month. So please, I will advise you bring out your paper, your pen, or something to put down something so that you don't miss out on anything that's going to be said. And luckily, he is with National Ambassador Abdul Razak as well. Thank you very much for joining us and for your time, Dr. Please take it away.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, joining us on this amazing leadership call. The fact that you're here is proof positive that you've made up your mind to take your business to the next level and you are on the right path. Thank you so very much, Ambassador of the Month, Habiba Ali. Just amazing, amazing. Been doing a very fantastic job. Great sacrifice that you've been doing to make sure that the entire business, the entire company, and every one of us will keep updated, we keep getting trained, organizing everything. You're just a fantastic leader. Thank you very, very much. All right. Now, that said, tonight the call is going to be a wonderful one. You just get yourself ready. Make sure you have your materials, your writing paper, your pen. You need to have those. But before we go into the training, just some stuff. We're right here in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. It's been an amazing weekend, all the way from Friday, Saturday, back-to-back tours. Packed out tours, and not only that, amazing developments. Actually, these tours that we had, we actually streamed them live on the internet. So we had a lot of teams, across Nigeria and other countries hooking up and being able to have their prospect participate on the call. Amazing. So, like Ene Abdul will always say, the business that we're in, the people that will do this business are not even in yet. So you just have to keep going out there and finding them. So it's open for everybody. You're ready to get to work. You're ready to get paid. You're ready to change lives. Just go out there and keep doing it. Keep, expanding your mind, coming up with new ideas. I'm right here with a couple of individuals, a team back here. Maybe they'll just give a little shout out to everybody on the call. Hello. Wow, it's been amazing. The team in Lagos, they are just fantastic. And of course, we'll be having a rematch.
Hello. Hello. Make some noise.
Yeah. Okay, so right into training today, troubleshooting your business. This training is important for you on the call. It's also important for your team members. It's important for any new person you're going to bring into the business. And so first of all, you want to have your material so you can take your notes, see where you are in the business, and then you can do the same thing for members of your team. You may have heard many times people tell you, hey, I'm trying to work the business. I'm not able to work the business, or I'm slow in the business, or I'm not getting things done the way I would have liked to have it done. It's hard, or it's difficult, or something. All sorts of stuff they tell you, and then you need to be able to help them out with this. Now, when a distributor has a slow start in network marketing, understand that it is usually because they are simply not following the system. After all, think about it. Other people are doing it. Other people are making, I mean, amazing testimonies, amazing achievements in the business. So the business is not the issue. Of course, you already know we have the most amazing products in the world. Our compensation plan is the best of the best of the best. This is the best of the best of the best company to be in at this time. You already know that. And so the problem is not the business. The problem is, what are you doing? Are you following the system? This is the system that has created 100K, $100,000 earners in the company, 10K club members, 25K club members, people earning income over and over and over again, changing the lives of people that join the business. So the issue is, are you following the system? At Global World Trade, we understand that most new distributors have very little experience, if any, in running their own home business. And to help them progress, GWT provides cutting-edge training to ensure their success. The moment you launch your business in the file, everything you need to make a success of the business is right there. The moment you launch, the trainings are there, right in your back office. The moment you launch, you have access to the fast start training every Tuesday, access to every single thing that you need. All right? And so this Troubleshoot Your Business document is an integral part of the GWT training program and helps to advance momentum with a systematic troubleshooting checklist. So this is something you can do on your own, something you can do with your team members. And that individual that comes to you talking about how his business is slow, you can do this with that person. Now, simply, if your business is growing slower than you would like, the answer is in one or more lines of the checklist that we're about to go through. So are we ready to go? Let's go. Now, first, the first point you want to ask, the first point you want to look at, both for you, right now we're doing this for you. My Gen 1 and I fluently know all company information, phone, fax, the website, the ticketing support system, the G line, the Facebook pages of the company, and even now, the Instagram pages, the Twitter pages, and so on. If your Gen 1, of course, your Gen 1 is your first generation, the people you bring into the business directly. That's your Gen 1. So your Generation 1 and you know this. If the answer to this is yes, give yourself 5 points. Get out the paper right now. Get out the paper right now. Get out the pen. If the answer to this question is yes, this first one, give yourself 5 points. If the answer to this question is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, it's half, give yourself half. That means 2.5 points. And something I'm going to tell you is this. You have to be honest. This is your business. It's not me scoring you. It's not any other person scoring you. You've got to be honest with your business because you want your business to work right. So be honest with yourself and make sure that you're giving yourself the points that you actually deserve to get on each of these lines. So going on, does your Gen 1 and you, do you regularly listen to all advanced training webinars? The Sunday trainings, 8:45 p.m. for West Africa, all right? The fast start training, next 30 days action plan, Tuesday nights, all right? 8:45 p.m. as well, West African time. Are you and your Generation 1 regularly on the call? Regularly. If the answer to this is yes, give yourself 5 points. Again, if the answer is no, give yourself 0. And if it's partial, give yourself half, 2.5 points. Okay, we go on. My Generation 1 and I attend all local events. That means tours that are taking place in your city. Branding parties that you hear about, that you can actually show about, and so on. Okay, you attend all local events, most regional events, and have registered for the annual international convention. I have registered for the annual international convention. All right, and my wife has registered for international convention. A lot of our Gen 1 have registered for international convention. Have you registered for international convention? Do you attend all the local events with your Generation 1 members? Have you taught them? We're talking about leadership now. All right. If the answer to this question is yes, give yourself 10 points. So that tells you this is very important. 10 points. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself 5 points. Moving on. My generation 1 and I have all must have company tools: the Mac Pack, the lookbook, the forensic networker kit and CDs, PD books and CDs. Do you have these things? Immediately after the forensic, guess what? I ordered for my MO box immediately. I ordered for my forensic networker kit immediately. I wanted to make sure I was on the right path and getting all the team members to do the same. So do you have the Mac Pack? Do you have the lookbooks? What about your Gen 1? If the answer to this question is yes, give yourself 10 points. If it's no, give yourself 0. If it's partial, give yourself 5 points, half. So moving on. My Gen 1 and I regularly utilize the My5. What's the My5 again? Your qualified upline support team. All right, so you regularly utilize the My5 for 3-way calls and training. If the answer to this is yes, give yourself 10 points. See how important that is? 10 points. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself 5 points. Moving on. My Gen 1 and I have clearly identified my 3 important reasons why I started out our GWT business. Why we started out our GWT business. Have you identified your 3 important reasons? Have you had sessions with your Generation 1 team members to also have them identify the 3 important reasons? And it's important that you do this and you say it, let them hear. Let them also say theirs, so all of you will hear and you can all hold yourself accountable to go and accomplish it. Have you done this? If the answer is yes, give yourself 10 points. See how important it is? 10 points. If the answer is no, 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself 5 points. All right. Next. My Generation 1 and I are fluent in the 5-minute napkin presentation and the 7-figure plan. Now, the points here is 20. That tells you how big this is. Do you understand the 5-minute napkin presentation? Are you fluent in it? Have you trained with your Generation 1 team members to be fluent in this? We get paid for presentation, not for selling products, not for registering new people. We get paid for presentation. Remember that. So are you fluent in this? If the answer is yes, out of 20 points, give yourself 20. If the answer is no, out of 20 points, give yourself a large 0. And if the answer is partial, give yourself 10 points. Going on, my Gen 1 and I share with the world via social media, text blast, email blast, and you could actually share stuff like this. I just received my $500 bonus worth of free fairy jewelry by becoming a luxury consultant, and so did my friends. I want to tell you about it. Do you send out this kind of message? Email blast on a daily basis. Social media posts on a daily basis. Do you go on the social media to do stuff on the social media? Do you comment or you just look, observe, and go away? You've got to keep doing stuff. If the answer is yes to this, give yourself 15 points. The answer is no, 0. Partial, give yourself 7.5 points. That's half of that. Okay. My Gen 1 and I share with our friends and family by calling them and letting them know I just received my $500 worth of free fairy jewelry by becoming a luxury consultant, and so did my friends. I want to tell you about it. Or I just received my 1,000 diamond challenge bonus. Or I just received a double IA bonus by coming on board as a diamond during this double IA mega promotion period. By becoming a luxury consultant, and so did my friends who did the same thing. I want to tell you about it. Have you done this? And have you taught your Generation 1 to do the same? If the answer to that is yes, give yourself 15 points. If it is no, 0. And if it is partial, give yourself half, 7.5. The next one. My Generation 1 and I have scheduled our branding parties weekly and conducting them. You have done this schedule. You've done it. You have a plan. You have a workable plan. There's a timetable for this. And you are following that timetable for the branding party. 20 points at stake here, people. How important this is. If the answer is yes, give yourself the full 20 points. If the answer is no, 0. And if the answer is partial, give yourself half of that. That's 10. Give yourself half of that. Just a feedback here. Habiba, can you hear me? Hello, Habiba, are you there? Hello, if you can all hear me very well, can somebody just raise your hand or something? Okay, so good. Thank you very much, Vona. I get that feedback. That's good. So let's keep going. So the next one here.
Anthony, even though it's breaking on my end, but I think every other person here.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. All right, so the next one here is, of course, just scroll out a bit. My Gen 1 and I send out glamour packs. Now, a glamour pack is a MacBook and lookbook combination. So the Mac pack and the lookbook combination. Now, we just got released the new Mac pack that shows you all the media accolades, you know, the company rate, the ratings and everything that has come out over the years, and it's combined into a Mac pack. Okay, and so it's so easy, you know, for you to use that to show what's happening with our brand. Okay, so the glamour pack, the Mac pack, and lookbook. Okay, so the Gen 1 and yourself, do you send out Mac packs to all invitees in advance to ensure they show up to the branding party? So what do? You send it to them in advance and let them know when they are coming for the branding party, they should come along with it. So they've had time to look at it. You know, you tell them, take a look at this Mac pack and tell me what you think about the products when you show up. And so they show up with them. Are you doing this? If the answer is yes, give yourself 5 points. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself half. Moving on. My Gen 1 and I follow up on all of our prospects until they become involved or simply say they are not interested. So we're talking about infinite follow-up. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Is in the follow-up. So do you know this? Does the Generation 1 team members, Generation 1, your first generation team members, do they know this? Are they following this pattern? If the answer is yes, give yourself a whooping 10 points. If it is no, give yourself 0. If it is partial, give yourself 5 points. That's half. Going forward, my Generation 1 and I are always promoting the next events, tours, branding parties, special webinars, conference calls, and so on. This is so important. So it's not enough for you and the Generation 1 to just be on a group, maybe on WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever. It's not enough to just go through like a monitoring spirit. Just monitoring. No, you've got to participate. Do you promote the next event? The event comes out, do you promote it? If you don't promote it, your Generation 1 will not promote it because they think it's not important as well. And their Generation 1 will not promote it. But if you promote it, they promote it, everybody's promoting it, it's creating amazing awareness, and your team is going to keep growing. And so you've got to change it if you're not doing that. Okay, so if you are promoting the next event and all this branding party, special webinars, and everything going on, give yourself 10 points if you're doing that. If you are not, give yourself 0. If it's partial, give yourself 5 points. All right, next point. I always fill the survey for my prospect after tours. And then you, of course, ask them, what did you like best about the... All right? So do you always do this? Do you sit down with them and take them to the survey? If the answer is yes, 5 points. The answer is no, 0. The answer is partial, half, 2.5. Next, my Gen 1 and I have reviewed and followed the next 30 days action plan, the Launchpad, and the ABCDs of GWT products. Did you notice? The points here is 20. That tells you how important this is. Have you done this? And have you reviewed together with your generation 1 this? Because whatever you do, remember, will duplicate because the system will duplicate. So if you do this with them, you're helping to duplicate the system, and that will help them grow, amazingly fast. And so if the answer is yes, 20 points. The answer is no, 0. The answer is partial, 10 points. Moving right along, my Gen 1 have placed business ads in the newspaper or on mainline media. If you have done this, give yourself 10 points. No, 0. Partial, 5 points. The next, my generation 1 and I conduct or participate in one branding party every week. If this is true for you, yes, give yourself 5 points. If it's no, 0. Partial, 2.5 points. The next point there, I have 25 Glamour Pack, or I gave or sent 25 Glamour Pack to prospects at all times. In other words, prospects at any particular point in time have 25 of your Glamour Pack out. That immediately presupposes, remember, the Glamour Pack is a combination of the mag pack, and the lookbook. All right? So that means you should have at least 25 of this combination available to you at any point in time. This is investment in your business. And so constantly, the people who always have these with them. What's that going to do? What's that going to do? It's going to generate leads. It's going to make you keep having the pipeline full. So you've got to do this. This is what the top leaders are doing. This is what is making them the monies they are making and making the impact that they are making. All right? This is what you need to do. If the answer to this is yes, 10 points. Put it down there on that paper with you. Write it there with you. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself 5 points. Moving right along, I completely understand the navigation of the GWT website and back office. You know what? When I came into the business, first 2-3 days, I just went in the back office and I was clicking everything. I wanted to see what would happen, what is there. Until I came to the point where, whether I'm with the device or not, I can be on the phone with someone and I just be telling you, okay, click this, click this. Do you know where everything is? Do you know how to get to the BIF? Do you know how to get to your saved cards? Do you know how to? You need to go to the site. Be so good at it, and the way you can do that is to get in there and just keep looking at stuff. Just keep looking at stuff. And so, if the answer is yes for you on this, give yourself 5 points. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself half. Next, my generation 1 and I have reviewed the training documents and have watched all the video trainings and tutorials posted on the Call Diplomatic. You've seen all the training documents. You've gone to my tools and resources and seen the training videos. You've gone all through the videos in there. You've gone to the business in the file and gone through all the videos. You've gone through all the documents. You've read the CEO's statement. You've read, his letter to you. You've gone through all that. If the answer is yes, you and the generation 1, give yourself 10 points. The answer is no, give yourself 0. The answer is partial, give yourself 5 points. My generation 1 and I is the next one. My generation 1 and I utilize one-on-one, two-on-one, three-way calls, online tours, and branding parties as a main method of presentation. If the answer is yes, give yourself 20 points. If the answer is no, give yourself 0. If the answer is partial, give yourself 10 points. Okay. Now, right now, I'm going to allow you to do something. You've been racking out points all along. I'd like you to get a calculator, get in touch with somebody, who's probably very good with math if you think this is going to be a bit difficult or something. get yourself a calculator or something, and then calculate the total points that you have accumulated. Just sum up the total points you accumulated. Now, again, like I said, this is important. Honesty with yourself, tell yourself the truth, rack it up, and then we'll go on from here. I'm just going to give you about a minute to do that, and then I'm going to come on and take you through what this means to your business and what how this locates you. And then because of what we have gone through, you can immediately see what you have not been doing or what you have been doing right, and then you then know what you need to change to be where you want to be. So the 1 minute starts now. Do the calculation now, and then we'll back up. All right, people, we're back. I believe you're done with your calculation. I believe you're done with your calculation, and so we'll just go on from here. Now, definitely you have a final score with you, and so
I think some people can.
hello,
Anthony,
Habiba.
I think some people can post their scores and you can go on.
Oh yeah, no, they don't need to do that. We'll call for a response shortly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, so now you have your scores. I want you to
Okay.
just take a look at your score,
All right.
right? And I'm going to show you right now, what that score means, and then you can locate yourself, and then we'll do a little exercise after that. Okay? Now, if you're done with your score and you find that you scored anything from 176 points to 200 points, that's you're in the A group. It means that you are a serious part-time luxury consultant with six-figure per year income potential. That means over $100,000 per year income potential. So immediately you can see what you have been doing. You go in the right direction. You can also see if there are any little things you missed out. You can actually get up, and get your game higher. But 176 to 200 points, yeah, serious part-time luxury consultant, you're doing good. Now, if your score is anything from 126 points to 175 points, you're in the B group. That means that you're a part-time luxury consultant with a few $1,000s per month income potential. A few $1,000s per month income potential. Now, if this is just okay for you, if this is what you aim to accomplish, then you're fine, you're good. But if your intention is to accomplish six-figure income per year and more, if your intention is to go higher than this, then immediately you can see things that you've not been doing. You can see parts of the system that you've not been working and putting to work that you can begin to do now. Some changes that you can make that will take you from B group to A group. All right, moving on. If your total is anything from 51 points to 125 points, then you're a casual sometime luxury consultant with a few $100s per month income potential. You're in the C group. If this was your intention to earn a few $100s a month and it's okay with you, then you're already accomplishing your goal. Congratulations. But if you intend to make more, if you intend to create more value, if your goal is to accomplish more, then you can see immediately where you are situated based on your current method of operation. And you can also see what you need to do, what you need to improve on to take yourself from C group into B or even into A. All right. The final group. If you had points from 0 to 50 points, that was your total. You are in the D group. You are a global world trade customer buying from their own store. At least you're getting the best of the best products at a highly discounted rate. That's amazing. I clap for you. So if that's what you wanted to do, fantastic. It's a great deal. You're getting the best. The important thing about life is that you're hitting your target, you're hitting your goal, and you have satisfaction with that. But if your intention is to earn more than what you probably are seeing right now, then you can see what you need to do to get yourself from where you are into the C, the B, or the A group. People, this is it. Now, into the exercise. This is home truth for you. And whenever somebody comes to you to talk to you, now you've done this for yourself, this is what you can do for your team members. You need to duplicate this and train your team members in your next mini boot camp, in your next leadership meeting with your team. You need to do this immediately. And any person that comes talking about how the business is, is slow for him or her, take them through this. You help them a great deal. Little exercise. Now, I would like to find out, we have many brave people on the call tonight. You would like to share the points that you had when you did your calculation. What was your score? Where did you find yourself in this system? And what are you going to do now? What is the target you are giving to yourself by the end of this year? Where would you be by the end of this year? So, what is your score right now? I hope that made you feel good. But beyond that, what is your goal? What is your target? Where are you going to be at the end of this year? Will it be C, B, or A category? And so you want to share this with us, you can raise your hand and we'll unmute you and give you the opportunity of speaking, and sharing your score and doing this. Or you can actually type it in.
Should I unmute the people with their hand?
Yeah, anyone that has their hands up, we can just bring them on the call. Alternatively, they can type their score and what their goal is if they have difficulty maybe with their connection to do that. So I'm looking out for the first very bold LC that's going to, do this. It's important that we share. This is us. Let's share. Let's share. So I'm looking out. Just put up your hand. You've done the score and then you would like to share or you want to type, just let us know. Remember, this is about you. It's about your business. Okay, so it's not a contest or something. So it's about you. So let's do this. Yeah, I have some folks saying they want to say something. Okay. All right. So do we have any questions on the call? Anyone has a question?
I don't see any hands up yet. There were some hands up earlier, but they all went down.
Okay, folks. I heard some hands were up and then they went down. Can you put the hand up back up so we can just unmute you and
No
talk
one
to
has
us?
typed anything. Yeah, no one has typed anything.
It's one hand deep.
Okay. I have National Ambassador Abdul Razak.
Feel free to put your hands up and we'll unmute you.
Yeah, I have National Ambassador Abdul Razak here with me right on the call here in Lagos. Since we are on the call together, it'd be amazing to have him talk to us as well. National Ambassador Abdul, can you just?
Wow. Thank you so much, Ambassador Anthony. It's one thing listening to you from, Abuja, and another thing sitting down with you. The energy that I feel when I listen to Dr. Anthony, Ambassador Anthony, the shared presence that I'm with him right now. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay? It's either you treat your business as a hobby and it pays you as a hobby, or you treat your business as as it is a business. Now, what he shared with me earlier before this call was that the last time this training was done was in 2000 and
Yeah, a couple of years back.
couple of years back. And the last time was done was by National Regional Ambassador Leo Scala. So that is to tell you that this is somebody who takes his business very serious. And we're very grateful that we have such a person, not just in, by the way, people give it up to Team Mimshak. They've put up an amazing event. Yeah. This last weekend has just been awesome. And I tell you, you don't know what's coming. You don't want to know what is coming, in GWT, because where we are broadcasting this webinar, what happened tonight is going to be epic in the history of Team Nigeria. Just watch out to see what's coming. Okay, this is the climax of the entire weekend happen in just one meeting. So I'm not always, fascinated by a big crowd. It's those one-on-one meetings that really makes a difference. So, like I always say, your business should be predictable. That means that you need to be like a multi-million-dollar company. In fact, a billion-dollar company like ExxonMobil that will know that okay, in 2025 we're going to be producing such and such tons of oil. They know to a degree of error, just a short, very, very, short degree of error, the mark that they anticipate they will reach in terms of production in 2025. They have that. That is the same thing your business should be. You should know that, okay, by um, December 2016, I will be a global ambassador, or I will be a national ambassador, or I will be a regional ambassador. And it's not going to happen by magic. The way it will happen is if you've got your business locked down as a business, and this document to troubleshoot your business is the course corrector for you. So whenever you're wobbling and you need to find out, because guess what? Just yesterday after the tour we had, the second tour, a lady walked up to me. In fact, Ivy, this is we. There's no, I'm sure some of you who are in Lagos and all over, if you're on the call, you may know Ivy. She's here in Lagos, and she walks up to me and says, "Look, Abdul, there's something wrong. There's something that I'm not doing right, or I'm not," because she's she's been very active in the business. She's a diplomat as well, and she says, "What do I need to do?" And of course, we had a brief training. But Ivy, if you're on the call, this is what you need to do. You need to troubleshoot your business, and everybody else who's on the call. Most importantly, everyone on the call, take this message out to your team. You troubleshoot your business first of all, and then you show them how to troubleshoot their own business, and then you teach them how to teach other people to troubleshoot their business. Because what you're creating is duplication. Nothing, nothing, nothing in this business is important if you're not duplicating. Okay? So this document, at the worst case scenario, if your score was between 0 and 50 points, you still have value. At least you're still shopping at a value up to 50% discount, but you're just what? You're just a GWT customer. You're a glorified customer. You're not a VIP customer. You're an LC who is a customer for GWT. That means you're not here to do the business. All right? Because if you're here to do the business, the gentleman that we spoke to earlier on, wow. I mean, this is somebody, I'm telling you for a fact, he did not want to listen to this presentation. But God, in his infinite wisdom, gave his wife, direction to make sure that he sat down to listen to us. And boy, oh boy, did I learn something. I mean, you don't have to go to university to learn some of the best knowledgeable information that will take you from, a turnaround, 360 degrees. My, you know, my horizon for direct sales just went up like 1,000 notches again this night, because this is a gentleman who is very versed, he's intelligent, and all he said was, you know what? He asked us a very simple question. What do you think is the selling point of GWT? We missed it by a mile off, okay? And we're supposed to be the expert, right? And that's what this business is all about. You have to be honest with yourself. If you don't know something, you don't know it. Just be humble and accept it, all right? And what he told us is that, look, GWT are creators of their products. And because of this single fact, he's interested in the business and he's going to take this business. I won't tell you where we're going. You just watch out. I've always said it, we have something in our hands. Team, we will not be crisscrossing this country, and internationally, we have one of our regional ambassadors who is on this call, who is going to be doing an international presentation this week that we're going to come into. All right? Ambassador Anthony himself will be traveling very soon, and he's going to be doing GWT business internationally. So we are taking our business serious. You should take your business serious. Okay? Now, I don't mean to hijack this this training from our able ambassador, so I'm going to give it back to him. But this is such an honor for me to be on this call, and an honor to share this fantastic, training with Ambassador Anthony. So please troubleshoot your business. All right, this is lifelong residual income for yourself and your family. Take it serious, and you begin to see we have all the tools. All right. Remember, it's a tripod of belief. You need to have belief in the industry. You need to have belief in GWT. But the most important belief is belief in yourself. You can do this, and the tools are already available. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the process, and the results will unfold. Back to you, Dr. Anthony.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much, National Ambassador Abdul Razak. Yeah, so we have a hand up, and we'd like to just bring her on the call. Miriam Fiz Joshua.
She actually sent the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe I can. Miriam, are you there? Do you want to say it out loud, or? I have unmuted you here.
Okay. Can I speak now, please?
Yes, please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. About my point, I got 55, but that isn't the reason why I joined this company. I joined it to make an impact in my life and other people's life. And this is just because I signed up just the passing Monday, and I signed up with a team in Ghana, and I'm here in Barcelona in Spain. So I'm just beginning to do everything on my own, and I don't know any LCs around to get in contact with.
Okay.
So my major question now is, are there or do you know any LCs around? Because I've checked on YouTube and I've checked on the net. I haven't found any, but I've found their videos on YouTube. But at least I believe if I associate myself with one or two people, it will be much better than being here alone, because I cannot do everything alone. Also because my Spanish isn't perfect.
Okay. That's great, Miriam. Thank you for.
Miriam, I think you're in good hands, because I know that we have a lot of material in Spanish. Go on, Dr. Anthony, that's fine. I was going to hand her over to you anyway.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Miriam. Fantastic. Yeah. Congratulations for launching your mall just a few days ago, and you're already at 50 something points. Of course, it's a good thing that you're seeing this document now, so you have a direction of what you need to do to be in the A. Okay. Now, one of the first things you need to do is to go to Facebook right away and like the Global World Trade page. All right, and of course you'll be able to get updates, and a lot of people in Spanish speaking individuals will be able to get across to you. Of course, we will also do everything we can to connect you with Obdulia. Okay, yeah, she does Spanish, and she will be able to also assist you with your team growth as well. And a lot of our materials also, if you go to our YouTube page, that's www.youtube.com/GWTINC. That is www.youtube.com/GWTINC. You see videos that have been translated into Spanish, will be done in Spanish, so it can help you with the top presentation and so on. So but you just go to those pages, like the pages, follow the pages on Facebook as well. Thank you for your feedback about your points and how you want to go on from there. So fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, in Barcelona, Spain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While we are waiting any further questions, I see Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao on the call. Just like to unmute her, bring her on the call, maybe say one or two things. Yeah, Sherry, we've unmuted you on the call. Are you there? Hello, Sherry.
Sherry seems to be muted on her side.
Okay.
I'll call on Silas Metal.
Okay.
I would like to call on Silas Metal. He's in Lome now. He's been there for some time. You can add his own voice to the.
Hello?
Hello, Silas. Are you there? Silas,
Yes, I'm there, Habiba. How you doing? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, fantastic. Silas, just go on. We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
What's going on? We hear you very well. Please.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I'm currently in Lome now and sitting with one of the leaders called Dovine. Hello. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Great. Okay, it's awesome here. We launched last week. Ça va, et vous, ça va bien? Yeah, they had you. All right, so I mean, the attendance, the response here is really encouraging. West Africa is not ready for us yet. Africa is not ready for us yet. The world is not ready for us yet. We're coming with a big bang. All right, do it. We're gonna do it. Eagle team in Ghana. More fire. GWT millionaires. Hashtag to the billion.
That was quite a rousing one.
Dr. Anthony?
These guys are having a lot of fun. Yeah, we hear you very well. Seems like you're having a lot of fun in Lume. Thank you for that. Dr. Anthony, please go on.
All right, fantastic. Well, I think we're basically done tonight. We've gone through this particular training. You want to go back and deploy this to your team.
Yeah.
You want to look at yourself and do this with yourself from time to time. And make sure you're constantly on the track. Making things happen. Okay, and that's just been amazing tonight. AOM for the month. Thank you very much for a great job you've been doing. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony. I really appreciate this. Unfortunately, I think my voice has an echo, so you don't hear me immediately I talk. Uh, I've learned a lot tonight. I've learned about monitoring spirits. So many people just sit down there and monitor the business. So, and I really don't want to be a monitoring spirit. I want to move on in this business. Um,
Okay. Sorry, Habiba, can I just say something?
One
Hello?
thing I want to ask before we go out is, yes, go ahead.
Okay. I just got a question, and somebody is asking about this document, whether they could save it. This document is in your business in a file.
Oh,
Just go to your back office. It's in your business in a file. You see troubleshooting your GWT
okay.
business. That's what the title for that document is. So go to your business in a file. You can download it and make use of it. Okay. Thank you for that question, Miriam. Back to you,
Exactly,
Habiba.
fantastic. Because anybody, I was just going to go there. Everyone, everyone can actually troubleshoot their business, and you can actually learn this thing and play it out with your team. Most of us have this amazing opportunity to a back office that's so rich, but we don't use it. I've always said it that GWT, your back office, is like studying. I mean, this is a course you go on for nothing less than 6 months, and you come out with certificates in dollars. Because by the time you study and study and study, you will get to know everything that you need to know. So before I go on, I just saw Nkiru as the BK raising her hand. I will unmute Nkiru, and then I'll close the call. Excuse me, Dr. Anthony. Hello, Nkiru. I have unmuted you here, but you seem to be muted on your end. So if you can, yeah. So now you're unmuted. Please, you have the call. Hello, Nkiru. You've muted yourself again. Okay, then I'll go to Esther Dute. Nkiru, Esther Dute. Hello, Esther. Please unmute yourself. You're on the call. Hello, Esther. If you can unmute yourself, you are on the call. Okay, so Esther and Nkiru, if your question is quite pressing, you can actually type it in the chat box, and we can take it. If not, then I'll just go on and finalize. Okay, Maureen Obian, I've also unmuted you. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, so I think most people are having technical hitches. Esther, you seem to be here. Hello, Esther. Hello, Esther. Hello. Okay. So, I'll just go on. Like I was saying, I think there's a question someone didn't want to ask because she was not able to be on the webinar fully, and she's like, okay, we're supposed to train our generation one. Dr. Anthony, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we're supposed to train our generation one on this, and but the problem she has with this is that what if those generation one haven't been able to register anyone? Do you understand? They've not been able to register anyone, so they don't have a generation one to train.
Okay.
So that's our own problem. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good question. No problem. So now you don't have a generation one in front of you, but you have you. So what you need to do,
Yeah.
do you know these things? Are you doing it? Are you following this system? Because shortly, as you follow this system, you will start having members in your generation one. And because you're following the system, guess what? They also, because they see you do it, they now know it's important, they're also going to follow that system. And guess what? When they have their own generation one, they're also going to follow the system as well. Okay? So that's why the first point to start off is you do this. You have this. Okay? If you already have team members in your generation one, then sit down together with them and deploy the training with them and talk with them about this and let everyone begin to do what is the right thing and deploy to their own generation one as well. So duplicate the system across the team globally.
Okay, Dr. Anthony, I see we have a little time and I'm seeing more hands up. So let me just take one more person. Yes, Silas is here, so I'll see why he has his hands up. Maybe he just remembered something to say. Hello, Silas. Can you hear us?
Hello, thank you
Silas,
very
can you
much, Abiba. Hello, Abiba.
Okay, go on. We hear you.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, thank you very much. I was a bit distracted in the beginning. So,
Hello, Silas. We lost you there for a moment. Can't seem to get a response from Silas now. I think having some technical issues at his end. Well, I guess it's time to bring this call to a close. We're just about 2-3 minutes to the end of the call. Habiba, are you there? All right. Thank you very much, people. It has been an amazing call. We've learned so much, and everybody's going to troubleshoot their business.
I am here, Dr. Anthony.
Yes, I can hear
Don't
you.
you hear me?
I think we should bring the call to a close.
Hello, Dr. Anthony.
Yes, I can hear you, Habiba.
Hello. Can you hear me?
All right, so we're bringing the call to a
I
close
was
now.
saying that more hands came up, but maybe they will have to. So I'll bring the call to a close. Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for your time. We appreciate it. I like the fact that, despite the fact that you were busy, you've been so busy in Lagos, you have taken time out to take this call. And I'm sure a lot of us, I can already see messages flying around. A lot of us have really enjoyed it. Even us on the call that have championing the call have had to have personal soul searching. And I am very proud to have been on this call. Thank you so much. If any one of you else who have your hands raised and I've tried to unmute you and I couldn't do that, if you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to any one of us or send the questions to your My5s. At this note, I wish everyone a ferocious evening and a good time troubleshooting your business and growing it as a result of this call. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye. Bye, Dr. Anthony.